Hello. Well, started to say good morning, and then I realized, of course, my old adage, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be and whenever you're watching this. But it is morning. It's a little bit before 10 o'clock, and it's Thursday, March the 16th. And this week has literally flown by. And I have a kind of a strange story I want to share with you this morning before we get to the daily reading. If you ever want to feel motivated to clean your house or do your housework, watch back-to-back episodes of Hoarding Buried Alive. You're going to feel so much better. Oh my goodness gracious. I am trying to wipe away this image in my head. I had it on TLC this morning. I was actually watching something else. And I do my very best not to watch those negative type shows, even though I know they're reality, and that is reality. Doesn't mean I have to watch it. But when you start, you get hooked really quickly. That's all I'm going to say this morning. All I want to do now is go scrub and clean every corner of my house. And I'm like, oh dear God, forgive me. Yeah, there's things that I need to throw out. I'm sure there's things you need to throw out. There's things I need to give away. I'm sure there's things you need to give away. I think today is going to be a very busy day kind of going through the house. But anyway, I couldn't stand it any longer and I turned it off and I'm trying to clear my mind. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to the smell of Pine Sol and bleach and some Windex. Put me in a spring cleaning kind of mode. So, without further ado, I am using the Angel regular tarot deck, this one, by Doreen Virtue and Radley. And I saw on Radley's page this morning, well actually on the Certified Angel Card Readers official page, that they have a surprise coming up for CACRs. And kind of stay tuned. Looks like there's an announcement coming. Well, it looks like they might be giving part of it away tomorrow. It looks like something's going to happen this Sunday. So I'm really kind of curious as to what that's all about. I'm very excited too. Love those two. If it hadn't been for those two, I wouldn't be doing this with you right now. So let's find out what Thursday, March the 16th, on an uncluttered day, on a non-hoarding day, oh jeez, when I could cut it out, has to share with us all. I'm not going to just say for you, I'm going to say for all of us. And if any of these cards come up that says declutter, I'm going to fall right off this chair. But you just never know. There are a couple of cards in here just like that. So let's find out. In the meantime, I hope you're having a marvelous week. About 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I remember typing it on my Facebook page. I predicted that we would have an early spring. And I remember stating that. It was just one of those moods where I felt almost half in, half out of this world and another world, if that makes sense. And I was typing away for some things that were popping into my head as visions. And I kept saying, we're going to... that is not the card for today, boys and girls. That was me not paying attention. And I remember stating that we were going to have an early spring, that the crops this year were going to be unusual, and lo and behold, we are getting, temperature-wise, a very early spring. I had, as you know from yesterday afternoon, I had all the windows open. I actually slept with the windows open, and that's unusual in March in Colorado. That feels more like it. There's two there. Let's see if there's another one coming up. It is really an early spring. I have little bulbs popping up everywhere. My lilac trees are getting new leaves. That's really, really, really unusual. The grass is starting to come up. I'm a little bit concerned, to be quite honest with you. This is a little bit too warm. It's supposed to reach 80 degrees this weekend. 80 in March, in the middle of March, when this is traditionally one of our snowiest months. Ooh, boys and girls, we're going to have a bigger read today. They just told me to stop. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so let's really... I haven't done a 5-card read for you in quite a while. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so let's begin, shall we? On a 5-card read, I'm going to look for not only past, present, future, which I don't usually do on a 3-card read, but I'm also going to see if this tells a story so we can kind of get a better idea of who, what, why, where, when. Your first card, really, okie dokie, I like it. Let's see, I should have turned the lights on here for you. It's the 10 of Air. And take a look, it is truly a herd of unicorns, and there are 2 in the front breaking free from the herd. They are headed in their own way and in their own direction, and it talks about the end of a difficult situation, to embrace the change. We talked about change a lot yesterday, and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Different kinds of addictions. It could be an emotional addiction, could be a food addiction, could be a drug addiction, could be an alcohol addiction, it could be an addiction to cards, it could be an addiction of any kind. It could be an addiction to hoarding. Maybe that's why I was meant to watch that show this morning. Maybe it is time to clean house and get ready for a change, and to know that the end of a difficult situation is at hand, and to embrace it. Yeah. Kind of fits right in, and that's ironic because we have my lovely unicorns again here, and it is the 5 of Air. And the 5 of Air talks about an unwise choice, and to learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. These kind of went hand in hand when you stop and think about it. You know what, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn the lights on for you. Hold on. Should have done that sooner and it didn't. And let's see if that doesn't help a little bit. Because I really want you to have the opportunity to see this. Because here's the 10 of Air. To embrace the change. And to learn what you can from the situation. Kind of an intriguing mix so far on this read. Let's see what the 3rd one talks about. So this is sort of in what I would call the near past. That these things are now kind of moving forward for you. This is your present. So after you get over the unwise choice, learn what you can from the situation, get ready for the difficult situation to be over, embrace the change, along comes the Sun card. And this is, of course, from the Major Arcana. And the Sun card is, as you can tell, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. This is the present. This is what's going on. This is what's happening now. This is the advice you need to take for today, for your future plans. You can do anything. A little rough start in the past. That was just not that long ago. Get over that one. That one's all done. Let's see what this leads to. Okay. It leads to renewal. Isn't that beautiful? Take a look. It's this lovely couple standing there in front of Archangel Jeremiel, and review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Boys and girls, if you've been stagnant with anything, my goodness, this is the time to kind of move forward. Things are going to happen very quickly here. You can accomplish anything. Make sure you're reviewing and evaluating where you are. This is a favorable assessment of the facts. You're already getting ready to keep on going. And, boy, you're being told everything all along the whole line frame. So when, lane frame? You know what I meant. Time frame is what I really meant to say. But with all of this wonderful success and reevaluating of the facts, getting over the past, getting ready for the change and to embrace it, now the emotions come into play. And it's beautiful, wonderful emotions, because this is the strong and the steadfast King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. You know, that's where the future should be heading for all of us. And it says, open your heart and mind to those around you. trustworthy and heartfelt advice, and to do some charity work or volunteer work. This is an amazing read this morning, and now when I look at it as a whole, it really does tell an incredible story. It's the end of a difficult situation. It's time to move forward. Although your mind was talking about, some of the unwise choices that you made, don't worry about it. That's over. That's in the past. You do want to take a look at everyone's motives that were involved with that and know that you can move forward. And here's your accomplishment card that you can do anything with the Sun. Time to take a look in the future to where you're actually going to be leading it. And the success, you'll notice I kept the Sun card on top here. The success and the renewal leads you to the ability and the abundance to truly enjoy life and to do charity work with your life and help others. That's a beautiful way to want to serve. I love it. It's like open your heart and mind to those around you. You've reached your pinnacle of success coming up here. This is where your future holds for you. And it allows you to volunteer. It allows you to be charitable. It allows you to help others. It allows you to do anything that your little heart desires. So lovely boys and girls and men and children and adults and women. I noticed that my age group is my age primarily, and then those that are from 24 to like 40. So I'm thrilled that you're here, and I'm delighted at demographics. I love them. I love all of those stats that happen here. So I do want to welcome you to my House of Angel Card Readings YouTube channel. If you would like a reading from me, you can go to houseofangelcardreadings.com. Lots of different choices for readings. Come join us on Facebook by the same name. And for those of you that don't know, or maybe that you do know, my book's out. If you ever thought about the fact that maybe you're psychic, or maybe you have intuition, or maybe you have psychic abilities, but you've always been told, no, that doesn't exist. I'm going to ask you to take a leap of faith with me here and go to Amazon and type in Monica Phillips, Monika, and PHILLIPS. My book is released this Sunday. It is called A Leap of Faith, A Psychic's Spirited Journey. I've been in your shoes. I've been there, done that, know it, understand it, empathize with it, and I want you to know that the story Leap of Faith is my true story. And it's $4.99. They're starting the downloads on Sunday. You can pre-order it now. I think it'll help anyone and everyone that has ever had a gut feeling or thought they saw spirits, but everybody told them they were crazy, or just never kind of explored that avenue but always wanted to. So I hope you'll have an opportunity and purchase that from Amazon. And with that in mind, I'm going to say thank you for your time today. Thank you for sharing with me. If you're a fundraiser or an event planner, love to hear from you. Shoot me an email at houseofangelcardreadings@gmail.com. Have a terrific Thursday. Thank you for sharing. No more watching Hoarder Buried Alive for me. Have a great day. And as always, thanks for watching. Namaste.